Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe, this is Animal Radio.
I just made it in time. Did you think I was going to miss it?
I thought I was going to be doing this show alone today.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. And we're glad that you didn't miss it either. Hal and Judy, it is America's #1 pet talk show, Animal Radio. And today, Earl Holliman, the great character actor, boy, he's been in about just every program you could mention, from Bonanza to, Policewoman?
Policewoman with Angie Dickinson.
Yeah, he did a few episodes. He's doing some animals type stuff, and we want to tell you all about it, and that's coming up today. I've always been a big advocate of the microchip. And today, we're going to find out why there may be some problems with the microchip.
Uh-oh.
That's all coming up today. IBS in cats, irritable bowel syndrome.
Wow, they get it like people do, huh?
We don't know. We have a studio cat that might have IBS, and we're going to call in an expert. Also, animal internet scams. What are the scams out there that you got to watch out for on the internet?
I'm not surprised there's so many scams. I'm sure they're working on the animals now.
Also, wow, this list goes on, doesn't it? We're going to check the Animal Radio voicemail. That's 1-866-405-8405. We usually pick that up live, but when we're not here, we have voicemail, and we answer all our email and all our voicemail. We'll do the voicemail live. But first, 1-866-405-8405. Hi, who's this?
This is Maureen.
Hi, Maureen. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh, listening on WEEU, I imagine.
Yes, that's correct.
How can we help you today?
Well, I have two dogs. One is a Border Collie mix, and the other one is a Collie and a Springer Spaniel mix.
Twice the fun, okay.
Yep, exactly. And they both seem like they are scratching constantly back around their tails and on their belly area. And I don't see any fleas. I don't see any bugs whatsoever. I even gave them Frontline last week, thinking that maybe that might help them, Frontline Plus. And they're still scratching something terribly. And I'm seeing these little spots now that they're opening up, and they have scabs on them.
Ooh, and
I wonder what I do.
And this occurred prior to the Frontline application?
Yes.
Are they on any kind of medications? Because sometimes medication can make the flea medicine less effective.
No, they're not on anything.
Not in anything.
You haven't seen any fleas?
No, haven't seen any.
You know, some people, they don't see fleas, but everything needs to be treated. Even if you've just treated your dog, you need to treat, like, the areas outside your home, the bedding inside your home.
Any flea dirt? Anything to prove that there was fleas there?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, so we can rule out fleas.
Yeah, I don't even see anything on their skin, especially on the border. She's got pinkish colored skin. So you would really be able to see flea dirt on her.
Well, the next thing to think about is allergies. How old are your dogs?
The white Border Collie is 11, and the other one is 4.
Anything new that might present an allergy?
Have you changed their food lately?
No.
Bedding?
No,
new carpet. Sometimes when people put new carpet in their home, you have to look basically where the dog lies.
No, but the only thing I can think of, and I've had these other years. I mean, she's 11, so I can't imagine why it would bother her. But we had a live Christmas tree in the house.
Sometimes dogs can be around the same thing for years, and then all of a sudden develop an allergic reaction to it.
Okay.
My concern is, you say these are crusty areas around the sores?
Well, yeah, back especially on the near the tail, right above the tail area, and to the left of the tail area on the Springer Border mix, Collie mix. Yeah.
But you know what I'm going to say.
Please.
That you'd have to go to the vet and have that checked out.
Okay.
It's something that if there is any kind of sores that can have been open, which it sounds like these have been because they're crusty, and he or she is itching at it,
right.
That these could ultimately get infected.
Okay.
You should find out what is causing it. Your veterinarian can find out what allergies are present and actually can test for certain allergies with your animals.
Okay.
Boy, I wish there was some simple answer. I wish I could say, boy, it's acne or it's something like that, and you can just use this. But it really is something that needs a veterinarian's attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, they can do certain tests. They can do food tests and skin tests and, skin reaction tests. And, it might take some time, but they can eventually whittle it down and find out exactly what's going on.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much for calling, and thanks for listening to Animal Radio.
You're welcome. Thank you. I love it.
Thank you.
All right.
1-866-405-8405.
Animal Radio is brought to you by Out Deluxe Training Pads. Traditional newspaper training is old news. Out Deluxe Training Pads are 10 times more absorbent, scientifically treated to attract pets and control odors. Available nationwide at major discount and grocery stores.
A national companion animal organization voices opposition to microchip rule that would endanger the lives of millions of American pets. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Jim Humphreys, reporting for Animal Radio. The Microchip Advisory Council for Animals has voiced opposition to a proposed rule by the USDA which would require the use of a microchip that is incompatible with the system now used in the United States. This could adversely affect millions of American pets that have been microchipped or will be microchipped in the future. The tiny rice-sized microchip is used in millions of pets and horses and can save the life of an animal that's lost or displaced after a disaster or one that simply wanders away from home. Many shelters and rescue organizations microchip 100% of the pets adopted, and thousands of veterinarians offer the service to their clients. More than 1,200 calls a day are placed by veterinary hospitals, humane societies, and rescuers who are looking for a microchip number to reunite pets with their owners. Microchip numbers are maintained in pet recovery databases that work together to provide the information necessary for animal care providers to quickly reunite lost or displaced pets with families 24 hours a day, every day of the year. The identification system has grown rapidly since 1996, when microchip manufacturers complied with compatibility requests from veterinary and shelter organizations. Since that time, scanners used in recovery efforts have been able to read all chips made in America, regardless of the manufacturer. In the wake of numerous disasters, such as Katrina and the California wildfires, the Council has become the voice of microchip users who want to safeguard and enhance the system so many depend on now. Council members form the infrastructure of the current practice of microchipping pets and horses in this country. The organization has voiced its strong opposition to a proposed rule that is being considered by the USDA. This proposed rule would require an incompatible change in the microchip frequency in America. This would cause a huge problem for animal caregivers and needs careful consideration. For the Veterinary News Network at myvnn.com, I'm Dr. Jim Humphreys, reporting for Animal Radio.
We're checking the Animal Radio voicemail up next.
As the director of a busy rescue shelter, I'm constantly house training. And as any pet guardian will tell you, house training can be frustrating and confusing for both you and your pup. And learn bad habits like using newspaper is hard to break. We use Out Deluxe training pads because their scent attracts dogs. Here's 2 tips from somebody that knows. Speed up the house training process through consistency and Out Deluxe training pads. There's no easier or cleaner way to train your pup. Find Out Deluxe training pads at major discount and grocery stores nationwide.
You bet. Thank you very much. Good information about the microchip there.
Yeah, our studio cats are microchipped.
Well, everybody, I've always told everybody that they should microchip their animals. And I think while microchipping is good, you should probably combine it with some other source
of ID. Yeah, Hal doesn't know it, but he's microchipped.
I am microchipped. I'll tell you that right now. We get voicemail. Yes, we do. We get voicemail. How about you? 1-866-405-8405. Sounded like I was bragging there, but we do get a lot of voicemail, and we want to answer all our voicemail and all our email. And you can email us at yourvoice@animalradio.com or call us. Now, we might not let it go all the way through to voicemail. We might answer it. It's a 1-866-405-8405, our regular toll-free number. This came in over the weekend.
Sunday, 4/23. Yeah, hi. This is Dean Nelson, and I live in Napomo, California. And I'd love to have a free copy of that book or magazine, whatever it is, about cats. It reminds me of a magnet that's on our refrigerator right now, and it says in an advertisement, "Husband and cat missing. $100 reward for the cat."
End of messages.
Apparently nothing for the husband there. We're going to call Dean right now. Call him back. We call him back. I promise.
Hello?
Hi, Dean.
Yes.
It's Hal and Judy from Animal Radio calling you.
Okay. Hi, Hal and Judy.
How are you doing?
Hey, fantastic.
We got your message off the machine just now, and we thought it was very funny. You had called for the book 101 Reasons to Dump Your Man and Get a Cat.
That was so funny. I really got a kick out of that. And this is the first time I caught your show. I was just, surfing through the radio channels.
Where are you listening? Where do you live?
I live in Napomo.
Then you're probably near Santa Maria, maybe?
Yes, just north of Santa Maria, about 8 or 9 miles.
That's probably KSMA that you're listening on.
Yeah, 1240 KSMA.
Good. We're glad you finally found us. Now, you're the first guy to call for this book.
Oh, really?
Yes. But I understand your wife and you share 4 cats in the house.
Yeah.
Are they, now I understand the weather's been pretty cold recently, too. Are they in bed with you at night?
They like to sleep on top of my wife. They curl up, and the male is pretty heavy, and he's a load. But the little female, both of them are Maine Coon cats.
Oh, how pretty!
And
those are kind of big, aren't they?
Yeah, they're medium size. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good size, but they have long fur, long hair.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that when winter comes, the hair grows longer, and then really gets filled in. So they are really fluffy right now.
A lot of hairballs flying around that bed.
Well, that too. We're picking those up constantly.
Well, tell the listeners what the refrigerator magnet on your refrigerator says.
Okay, well, we've got, as does everybody, I'm sure, that on the refrigerator you get magnets of different things, and you put them up there. And the one that I'm looking at right now, hold on just a minute, let me grab it.
Okay.
Okay, I have it, so it'll be an exact quote. It says, "This house is maintained entirely for the comfort and convenience of our cat." And then in parentheses, there's an S, so cats. Let me share one more thing with you.
Please.
This goes way back when I was just dating who is now my wife, Joyce.
Uh-huh.
And we were dating, and so I would go to her house in North Long Beach, and they had their cat, which was a silver Persian, had just given birth to 5 cute little kittens. They were white little fur balls, and the best way to describe them is that they were like a Walt Disney kitty. You know, in the movies, these little round things, furry, and they've got this Christmas tree tail that tapers and stands straight up, and the big wide eyes and the cute... Anyhow, she had those, and they would tear around the house. So one time... I was getting ready to leave, and I was getting my goodnight kiss in the doorway, and the screen door was slightly ajar while we were kissing, and all 5 kittens went zooming outside. They went roaring around. It was night and dark, and they were in the bushes and behind the trees and around outside the house. Took us about 20 minutes to find them all and gather them all up. So that was my indoctrination into the cat world.
And you've had cats ever since.
What are the names of your Maine Coons right now?
Okay, it's Punky. Punky is a shortened name, and that's short for pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Because he's an orange cat. And the other one is Sissy because she's afraid of everything. and then we've got one of those models that's built for speed. This is the third one. It's always going downhill because the back legs are longer than the front legs.
We have one of those, yes.
And only a stub of a tail. And it's a combination of a Siberian and Manx.
Wow.
And that's Bonnie Blue because she has blue eyes. But let me tell you about Punky and Sissy. 13 years ago.
Okay.
About on the patio just outside the dining room, there's a pretty good-sized concrete slab out there. And one day, on the concrete, curled up in the cute little kitten pose with the front feet tucked under their chest, here was 3 cute little fur balls. There was an orange one, a charcoal gray one, and a black one. There was 3 of them sitting out there. Have no idea where they came from. And there had been, we feed outdoors cats a lot of times.
Sure.
But they were all short hairs.
Oh, wow, and they all showed up together.
Yeah, and there they were all together within about a 1-foot radius, side by each. And they just, in their minds, I guess, somebody had told them that if they showed up here on our doorstep, they would be given a good home and a nice life.
Yeah, he probably had like a 5-star rating according to the feral cats in the neighborhood.
I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dean, and I guess this is for both you and Joyce. We have the book that you called for. Plus, we're going to give your kitties, all 4 of your Maine Coons, a wonderful toy or gift from the Animal Radio Prize Closet. And we thank you so much for calling us.
Oh, my God. Well, what a pleasant surprise. And now that I found you guys, I'll be listening to it because I got a kick out of your program yesterday.
Well, thanks so much for listening. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay, I sure will.
1-866-405-8405.
Hello, this is Don DeLuise, and you're listening to Animal Radio. Love your pets, they'll always love you back.
Animal Radio is brought to you by Perfect Fence, the first freestanding Houdini-proof outdoor cat enclosure. Now your cats can enjoy all the benefits of the great outdoors without you worrying about their safety. Visit PerfectFence.com. That's P-U-R-R, fence.com.
Happy birthday!
This is such a cool party. Did you see the cake?
I did. Shaped like a doggy bone. So cute. How old is the birthday boy in people years?
28.
Oh, time flies. I remember when he tinkled on his first fire hydrant.
He'll always be my little puppy. There's a place for you and your party animal. PetStyle.com. PetStyle is America's first lifestyle broadband network dedicated to dog and cat lovers like you. At PetStyle, we understand your unique relationship with your pet, so we offer 1,000 ways to make it better. PetStyle.com is a video-based online network that's always there for you, with original programming, fun amateur videos, training and travel tips, health and wellness, and more. PetStyle is information and entertainment designed with your lifestyle in mind. It's the place to be for you and your party animal. PetStyle.com. Log on and tune in today.
Every once in a while, there comes along a special group of animal lovers that stands strongly in defense of the voiceless. Animal People is that newspaper for people who really care about the animals. Animal People is published 10 times yearly. The publisher is a non-profit corporation dedicated to exposing the existence of cruelty to animals and to informing and educating you so that animal lovers worldwide can eliminate such cruelty. Your subscription is $24 a year. Get Animal People's fair and accurate investigative reporting from the industry watchdog. Visit our website at www.animalpeoplenews.org. That's www.animalpeoplenews.org to subscribe to the news for people who care about animals. Animal People. Subscribe today at www.animalpeoplenews.org.
I'm Margaret Jenkins, and I breed and train dogs for people who are sight impaired. Our owners rely on our dogs, and I rely on BioSpot. These dogs, they help guide their owners through everyday life so they don't have time to scratch because of fleas and ticks. In the 20 years I've been doing this, I have tried a lot of products, and I found that BioSpot is as effective as what I used to get at my vet, but it's available at my local pet store, and it's guaranteed to work.
BioSpot is simple, providing many breeds of dogs and cats with relief without constant applications.
BioSpot is really effective. One application keeps pets free of fleas and ticks, and even mosquitoes for up to 4 weeks, and it kills flea eggs and larvae for up to 4 months.
BioSpot is also a great value. It's about a third the cost of leading veterinarian brands, and it's guaranteed to work with all sizes and breeds of dogs and cats or your money back.
These dogs have to be at their best, so I rely on the best. BioSpot.
Go to biospot.com today. It's the choice of professionals.
Oh, looks like you caught me peeking in your bathroom closet. Hi, I'm Be Humane, star of Be Humane Goes Shopping. Perhaps you've heard of me. You've got a lot of stuff that was tested on animals. Shampoo, cleaner, mascara. Did you know that some of these companies still test their products on animals? Throw this stuff out. You see, you have a choice when buying your household and cosmetic products. You can make a difference for animals by only buying cruelty-free products. What? How do you know these products are cruelty-free? Request a free compassionate shopping guide from AAVS. To know which companies are cruelty-free, just call 1-800-SAY-AAVS or visit www.aavs.org and look for my movie, Be Humane Goes Shopping. Don't forget, 1-800-SAY-AAVS or visit www.aavs.org.
Hi, this is Creston. Of course, you know me as the amazing Creston. And you're listening to me on Animal Radio. Don't forget to spade and neuter those loved ones which we bonded with, our pets.
Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio.
And it's time for your Animal Minute, brought to you by Pet Solution RX, a revolutionary 100% natural first aid treatment for pets. Pet Solution RX is the miracle water that heals everything from hot spots to insect bites. Available at local pet stores or visit www.earthsbalance.com.
Dogs or cats, horse or emu, animals are people too.
It's a case of the good news is your hamster is alive. The bad news is he's gonna cost you nearly $2,000. A British family were sad when their hamster got out of his cage while traveling in the trunk of their car. They searched and searched but weren't able to find him and figured he must have gotten out of the car while they were driving. Days later, the wayward hamster was found by a mechanic trying to find out why their car wouldn't start. Seems the hamster had chewed his way through the seats and through some wires, costing the family nearly $2,000 in repairs. The family says they're still happy to get their hamster back. They're just shocked at how much damage he could do. I'm Britt Savage for Animal Radio.
Animals are people too. Animal Radio.
You probably have no idea what it's like to be a hot, hairy dog with itchy skin. Oh, thank dog there's relief. Pet Solution RX, I'll always be loyal to you.
Instant relief for sensitive skin problems, hot spots, mange, insect bites, and more. 100% natural Pet Solution RX at earthsbalance.com.
Visit earthsbalance.com for my sake. Whoa.
Another fine product from the makers of Doggone It and Gee Whiz. Coming up, actor Earl Holliman joining us live in just a couple of minutes.
Animal Radio is brought to you by Biospot, premium flea and tick control products for dogs and cats. You can use Biospot on your pet, in your house, and even in your car. Biospot is available at your local pet store or visit www.biospot.com.
Hey, this is Davy Jones here on Animal Radio. Just want to say look after those animals because they look after you. Have a great time. See you soon. Bye.
This is Animal Radio
Network.
Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio.
Animal Radio is brought to you by PetStyle. PetStyle.com is America's first lifestyle broadband network dedicated to dog and cat lovers. From premium video content to fun videos you can post, PetStyle is designed with your lifestyle in mind. Log on and tune in today. PetStyle.com.
Coming up in just a couple of minutes here, Earl Holliman, the famous character actor. A little animal stuff under his belt there. We'll find out what it's all about. Next week, we're live for our annual Traveling with Your Pet special in Quartzsite, Arizona. That's right, on the border of Cali and Zoner. You're invited to join us, by the way, from the Vacation and RV Expo as we focus on all the great new pet products available for the pet on the go. Don't miss it next week. Animal Radio live from Quartzsite. The Traveling with Your Pet special brought to you by HydroGo, the pet canteen with the fold-out funnel bowl from Drinkwell. Then after we get back from Quartzsite, we're off to Westminster for a full week of live coverage. Our full-time animal channel streaming online at animalradio.com. Okay, I think he's online too. Yeah, we have a pretty full agenda. Is he there? Is he on 2 or 3? Because they're all ringing.
He's on 2.
Hi, Earl.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well. You're in L.A.?
Yes, I am.
You actually created Actors for Animals. Is that correct? Or are you the president? What is your affiliation with?
No. It was formed in 1971. I'll tell you about that. But I didn't join them until 1973.
Okay, but you are president.
And I've been president since 1976.
I knew you were the big cheese there.
That's showing my age, too.
He's the big dog.
How did it start, anyway?
Well, first of all, it's called Actors and Others for Animals.
Actors and Others for Animals.
That's right.
So it doesn't have to be just actors.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. What happened was that wonderful actor Richard Basehart and his wife Diana Basehart were driving along the freeway, and they saw somebody just dump a live dog out the window on the freeway. And they were so incensed that they said that we've got to get together. We've got to get some people together. We've got to do something about bringing to the attention of the American public the plight of animals in this country. So they formed something along with other actors and people who were not actors. That hence the name Others. And they've been doing something ever since. Of course, Basehart is no longer with us, but he died a number of years ago. But shortly thereafter, after they formed it, Doris Day joined the group, and she was kind of like their figurehead for the longest time. Mm-hmm. And when I joined the group, she was then one of the 2 vice presidents, and Richard Carlson, not the actor Richard Carlson, but Richard Carlson, who was the Peabody Award-winning TV journalist, and also later who became under Reagan, he became the ambassador to the Seychelles Islands. He was the president when I joined. I became vice president after a while, and then when Richard left, I was made president, so I've been there ever since.
What made you join?
Well, you know how it is with people who love animals. They're like magnets. They draw, or honey to flies. We all are drawn to each other. And the vet to whom I was going at that time was on the board. And he said, you're so involved with animals, and I was, rescuing animals, etc. He said, you've got to join our group. So I went to a meeting, and I've been there ever since.
The rest is history.
Okay. What kind of activities do Actors and Others for Animals partake in?
Well, first of all, we're an animal welfare organization. We get anywhere from 100 to 300 calls a day for help, mostly financial assistance.
Wow.
Many elderly people and people who are infirm, the only warm body they could live next to is a dog or a cat.
Right.
And many times they can't afford to feed them properly, let alone pay for vet bills. So that's what we do. I mean, we furnish them food. We are the leading spay and neuter organization in California, have been for many, many years.
And what does that mean?
We have been spaying and neutering, paying to spay and neuter for all these many years, since, that was the big thing since 1971. That was the big push. There are so many animals that are brought into the world and just disposed of, like our throwaway society. And we realized long ago that the best way to prevent all that is to keep people from letting their animals just breed indiscriminately and bring animals into the world, puppies and kittens into the world that nobody wanted. So we've been taking care of that, paying for that for years. As a matter of fact, we have a pit bull program. In the last 5 years, pit bulls have gotten a terrible name out here. And in the past 5 years, we had like over 5,500 pit bulls that we've spayed or neutered, absolutely free.
Wow.
Because it's especially a big problem here, because there's so many people who, under the guise of darkness, still fighting dogs. And oftentimes they just throw them away.
It's a sad state.
Excuse me. But that's what we do. I mean, we deal with the people who are on fixed incomes, the elderly, the people, as I said, who are infirm, AIDS patients, homeless, people who can't afford to take care of their animals. We make it possible for them to keep that animal bond.
But it's true, you still get calls from people, well-to-do people still looking for a handout?
Oh, of course. Let's face it, everybody wants something for free. Sure we do. There's that old story about the Cadillac who drives up with the free spay or neuter. But as a matter of fact, we try to be discriminate in that respect, simply because of the matter of funds. You can't take care of everybody, but you try hard. We have one lady who does nothing in the office except the medicals, and that's the big thing. Because a broken leg or a cancer situation, today veterinarians are so expensive, as we all know. Veterinary care, and so that's where a lot of our money goes.
What other actors are participating in this program?
Well, a number of actors are participating, but as far as being on the board, it's a small group of board members. Betty White is on our board. Jackie Joseph was one of the founders originally. Loretta Swit, Joanne Worley, myself, and basically those are the actors on the board.
You need money, obviously, to keep these programs running. How can our listeners help? How can they donate?
Well, that's wonderful. Of course, we're always in need of funds. In fact, we used to, years ago when we first got started, we used to do something called the Actors and Others for Animals Celebrity Fair. And the last one of those that we had was 1987. We used to take over the Burbank Studio Ranch in Burbank and the Burbank Studios. They have in Columbia. They have a joint ranch there, and we used to take over that facility, a big area. That was their back lot. And the last time we had that, we had 15,000 people there.
Wow.
A lot of people. And we had like 150 stars, including Whoopi Goldberg and Billy Crystal and, God, you name it. It was wonderful.
Why are you no longer doing that?
Because it just got out of hand. It just became so expensive to do it. It was hugely, it was very difficult. So we started doing we did a fashion show, all celebrity fashion show, which was not just a fashion show. It was great fun. It was a real fun fashion show, and we did that for about 8 years running. We're now doing. I think this roast idea has really caught on. I think this was the most successful one we've ever had. It was wonderful. I try to encourage people to donate to those organizations in their own hometowns or in their home states. I mean, all of us, everywhere in this country, we all have animal problems. And we all have, so many little grassroots organizations that are formed that try to help and try to do something. And it's so tough. They really, so many of them are hand to mouth. It's really tough.
Yeah.
So I try to encourage, you asked me about raising money. I try to encourage people to donate to their local organizations,
I understand, yes.
That's very important.
Tell me, what kind of animals does Earl Holliman have at home?
Well, gosh, when I moved into my current house, which was a number of years ago, I had 10 dogs.
Wow.
I mean, it was not intentional. It's just that you rescue this one, and you find one here, and you try to find its home, and you don't, and you end up with it, and as it is right now, of course, through the years, most of those have passed away. I now only have 2 dogs, and I have 8 cats.
8 cats?
Yeah.
Wow.
And 2 dogs, 8 cats. I have a couple of sparrows that people brought me when they were little babies that had fallen out of a nest, and who think that I'm their mother and father and uncle and aunt. Like to sit on my shoulder and that sort of thing. Yeah.
What is there a website or any place that we can learn more?
Yes, as a matter of fact, please take a look at our website. I think it's actorsandothersforanimals.com, I believe. But anyway, just look up. Go to your computer, go to Google or whatever, and look up Actors and Others for Animals. We have a wonderful website.
I can tell you the website. I have it right here.
What is it?
actorsandothers.com.
It's actorsandothers.com.
Yeah, and we'll, of course, put a link from animalradio.com. Earl, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to visit with us today.
Well, that's very sweet. Thank you very much, and bless you for what you're doing back there.
And you too. There's more Animal Radio on the way. Stick around, you lucky devil.
You're listening to Animal Radio. You can learn more about today's guest at animalradio.com. Log on. Learn more.
Hello, this is Loretta Swit, and I'm on Animal Radio. And please don't forget, spay and neuter.
Hi, I'm Doris Day for the Humane Society of the United States. As the founder of Spay Day USA in 1995, I'm proud that Americans have spayed or neutered more than 1 million dogs and cats as part of our volunteer program. Won't you join us for our annual Spay Day USA on the last Tuesday of February? Visit SpayDayUSA.com to find the Spay Day USA event nearest you. Please call.
Well, you've heard us talking about Get Serious, the pet stain, odor, and pheromone extractor for several months now, and how easily it removes carpet stains left from cat vomit. Now I want to talk to you about a problem dog owners face. It's called remarking. If your dog remarks, you might have thought about banishing him from the house, or worse, taking him to the shelter. You use other cleaners, but your dog keeps going back to the same spot. Don't blame your pet because you used a product that didn't get the job done. End the problem with Get Serious. Pheromones, they're something you can't smell. They draw them back to the same spot. Get Serious is the only product that totally extracts the pheromone so your pets won't be attracted back to remark. Get Serious is recommended by rescue groups and veterinarians, and Get Serious keeps pets in homes and out of shelters. You can find Get Serious at PetSmart and in fine pet stores all over. Visit their website at GetSeriousProducts.com. Again, that's GetSeriousProducts.com.
Scoop Free is the first litter box you can leave alone for weeks at a time with no scooping, cleaning, or refilling.
Scoop Free is a revolution in automatic litter boxes. Its disposable throwaway trays are filled with fresh step crystal litter that provide unbeatable odor control and are so convenient. After about 30 days per cat, just replace a disposable litter tray and that's it.
Just load it, leave it, and love it. Available at select pet stores and at scoopfree.com. Now, any cat can be happy and safe outdoors. Perfect Fence is the first complete freestanding backyard fence enclosure for cats. Now, your cats can enjoy all the benefits of the great outdoors without you worrying about their safety. Perfect Fence is affordable, easy to install, and best of all, virtually invisible. Find out why thousands of cat owners described Perfect Fence as life-changing. Visit perfectfence.com. That's P-U-R-R, fectfence.com.
Do not adjust your station. That's not static. It's a dozen dogs who got the number 2 flea control product just 1 week ago, and they're already scratching away. Now hear this. Silence. The sound of a dozen dogs who used Frontline Plus 4 weeks ago. So which dogs would you rather have in a cramped radio booth with you? Hey, give me back my shoe. Frontline Plus. It's waterproof and kills fleas fast all month long. Say goodbye to fleas and ticks.
You're listening to Animal Radio. You can learn more about today's guest at animalradio.com. Log on. Learn more.
This is Fred Willard on Animal Radio. Remember to spay and neuter your animals. I've had it done to me. It's not that rough.
Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio.
And in just a couple of minutes, we'll go back to the voicemail. Got to finish checking voicemail. Plenty messages left. Animal Radio is brought to you by Spay Day USA. Do it for love. Spay or neuter, please, your pet for Spay Day USA on February 27th, or really any day. You know, around here, Spay Day is 24/7, 365. It's good for you, your pet, and your community. Visit www.spaydayusa.org to learn more.
Animal Radio is also brought to you by the American Anti-Vivisection Society. Your common everyday purchases can make a difference for the animals. To get your free compassionate shopping guide, call the American Anti-Vivisection Society at 1-800-SAY-AAVS.
And this week we kick off the Get Serious contest. Lots of great prizes could be yours just by entering at animalradio.com. Click on the Get Serious bottle to enter. This week up for grabs, a PetMate Ultra Kennel and a Top Tag Pet ID.
Wow.
Yeah, enter the Get Serious contest. It's easy. Go to animalradio.com and click on the Get Serious bottle. It's the contest that's as easy, really, as getting stains out with Get Serious, pretty much. On the phone with us, Tammy Grimes, no stranger to Animal Radio, and, of course, this time of year she does her drive for Valentine's Day. We'll talk about that in just a second, but what I really want to know is, you're not in jail, which is a good thing. What is the deal? Of course, many people know that you were arrested for pretty much saving a dog.
Yeah, a chain dog.
A chain dog, which is what you do.
Yeah.
And you got a little bit of attention. Where are we with that?
We're kind of in limbo land right now. February 5th is another pre-trial hearing, and then I'm hoping after that we get the date of the actual trial, which Best Friends is planning to help support us to make a big rally before the actual trial. We just don't know the date yet, so...
Can we learn more about following along your trial, the whole thing, at your website? Do you have updates?
Yeah, we have a link right on the homepage, right at the top, at dogsdeservebetter.org or .com. We'll get you there. And, there's a link right at the top. So.
Well, February, Valentine's Day coming along. What are you doing this year?
Well, this year we've set a lofty goal. I always think, can I make the goal this year? And we've always made it so far, so we'll see. We've set a goal of 8,000 Valentines.
Wow.
And you're asking kids to make these Valentines?
Yeah, well, kids make the Valentines, and other groups make them, too, and even some adult individuals. So a lot of people, pitch in and send us a lot of Valentines, so that's one way people can help. The biggest thing we need is addresses, really.
Well, first of all, where do the Valentines go?
They go to the chain dog, so they all come here.
Okay.
So unless people want to deliver them in their area, which is always a possibility, we have like a whole rescue group in Rhode Island that's taking this on, and they're hand delivering them in their area.
Now, do they go to the chain dogs, or do they go to the guardians?
Well, they go to the guardians on behalf of the dog.
Okay, and then what do they usually say?
Well, it's really cute when the kids make them. You never know what they're going to say, Last year, one of my favorites was, it said, chains break hearts, that kind of thing. So, really cute and unique things. And then we always send a brochure with it, and we try to include a coupon for treats or dog food or something like that.
Oh, good. So you're looking for addresses of chained dogs?
Chained or pen dogs, or even just dogs that are always in the backyard. They may be in a fenced area, but they never get attention. So those are the three groups that we're looking to send Valentines to. So that's what we need, the 8,000 addresses. So if anybody has any near them, find out that address and call us or email us.
Okay, take a moment right now and think about the neighborhood. Do you remember seeing any dogs that seem to always be in the same pen with no attention from their guardians, and they're always either chained up and they've worn a circle around the tree or wherever they're chained up, and maybe you see kids provoke them and turn them into just behaviorally unhappy animals and ultimately sick animals. If somebody has addresses and would like to send a Valentine's card to the guardian encouraging them to unpen their animals and maybe take them inside, especially this time of year where there's so many cold temperatures outdoors. I can't believe it now that I'm thinking about it, that these animals up the street from us
have spent their days
and
outside.
We've been going through a cold snap, which is absolutely horrible. So if they want to give you the addresses, how can they do that?
They can either call us. Our toll-free number is 877-636-1408, or they can email them to us at info@dogsdeservebetter.org.
Of course, URLs to everything you've heard on today's show at animalradio.com. Tammy, please keep us posted. Let us know how the trial goes and all of that stuff, okay?
We will. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate your help.
Let's check some voicemail real fast before we go.
Sunday, 4:25. Yes, could you call me and tell me the name of the material that's used to get cat vomit off the carpet? I heard you describe what was good for dogs, but I didn't hear what you described was good for cats. Thank you.
Let's
End of messages.
Call her up and hit her to get serious. It's Animal Radio. Hi, Janice. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Well, we just listened to your message, and what we're doing today is we're calling everybody back, because I promised we'd call everybody back that called this week.
Oh, great.
And I understand you have a problem, like a cat vomit stain?
Right.
Well, let me tell you what the stuff is. It's called Get Serious, and it's you can get it at PetSmart, and you can learn more about it online at GetSeriousProducts.com. And we actually use that stuff here.
It works great.
Amazing.
It works on new stains. It works on old stains.
Good.
If you have stubborn old stains, you can actually heat it in the microwave for a few seconds. But I haven't had to put mine in the microwave yet, and it's taken out everything. And my cats leave a nasty stain after I remove the hairball or the food that they vomit. And I saved my carpet actually with Get Serious.
Oh, great.
It's great
well, thank you
stuff.
so much for calling me back.
Can we send you some of it? Can we send you a bottle of it?
Sure.
I'd like to do that. Then you have a cat? I take
sure
it?
do.
What kind of cat do you have?
He's a tuxedo cat.
Oh, we have one of those here
We
in the
have
studio.
two.
Two of those here in the studio. Okay.
You forgot about the little one.
Yeah.
We try to forget about. Yeah.
Oh, well, hold on one second. We're going to get some information. We'll send you some Get Serious so that you can see for yourself how it works.
Great.
But the next
Thank
time you got to buy it, okay? And we'll also send you a little gift for your cat.
Oh, how nice. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Animal Radio, and hold on for a second, okay?
Okay.
That's all we have time for this hour. Remember, there's lots more at animalradio.com. In fact, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Fresh pet programming. Remember, if you get a pet this week, please
Spay or neuter.
And if you get a cat,
Don't declaw.
And never, ever buy from a breeder. Remember, there's more Animal Radio right here on this fine station next week.
Bye-bye.
This is Animal Radio Network.